This is Elvis Presley, obviously with his mom and dad there. And of course, we have Elvis and Gladys on Elvis's graduation day in 1953 from Humes High. She was so proud of Elvis that he graduated, and Elvis was proud that he graduated his too because it came with a lot of challenges. Of course, this is a picture of Gladys in one of her vehicles that Elvis bought for her. This could have been the pink Cadillac. That's at Graceland. She didn't want the material things. Elvis wanted her to have the material things, but I think from where Gladys came from in her life, she was poor. She picked in the cotton farms. And it wasn't necessary for her to have all those things to be happy. She just wanted to have Elvis, and she wanted to know Elvis was going to be taken care of and safe. And it was kind of the opposite. Elvis's career allowed him to gift lavish things on his mom, but he was away from her, and she was constantly fearful. Love this picture of Elvis and Gladys in the living room. This is at Audubon Drive. So, Gladys got to experience the Audubon Drive house, and she got to experience Graceland. In fact, after these photos were taken, Elvis Presley knew that he needed a bigger home because the neighbors were complaining. And so Gladys and Vernon went out and found a house. Elvis Presley said, whatever you guys want, we'll do it. And that's what happened. And that's where Graceland came from. It wasn't necessarily from Elvis. It was from Gladys. It's a testament to his mother's life and his father's life and love. So what I talked about earlier about Elvis being always respectful to his mom and to his dad, it's just that. I mean, he hired Dad to be his business manager in a sense, the accounting, to take care of all that, and didn't really allow anybody to question him because Elvis respected his parents, and of course his mom. He always respected his mom and loved her and tried to reassure her. So, what a tragic thing to happen that she passed away. When he went in the army. And there's a lot of stories about whether Gladys drank herself to death too much and whether that was the reason, whether it was something hereditary. She certainly didn't look healthy in that picture right there. And, she being a Southerner, and, I wasn't born in the South myself. I moved here in 1996. But, sweet tea, unhealthy eating, fried fatty things, were kind of a staple, especially back then. And you didn't really think about what it did to your overall health. So, Elvis grew up in that society, even though they didn't have a whole lot of money and they weren't, eating expensive things. It's very likely that her diet was horrific, just like Elvis's diet became horrific. Beautiful picture there of Gladys and Vernon in the younger days with Elvis. And, as you can see, she wasn't always, overweight. And I think, part of that, her health had to do with that. That's just how it is medically. Vernon always kind of stayed a little skinnier, but maybe she overate like Elvis. Maybe it was too much sugars. Maybe it was hereditary. But Elvis respected his mom and his dad and took care of them. Made sure they wanted for nothing. Made sure that they were never questioned. And that's the sign of a good son, a loyal son. And Elvis respected loyalty above all else. That's why it hurt him so much when after Gladys passed and so quickly after, Vernon found somebody else in Dee Presley there in Germany. That hurt him very bad because he felt like his dad should have been loyal to Gladys, even in death. That being said, that's not very realistic, and I think all of us Elvis fans can understand when you've lost somebody and you're lonesome, it's very difficult if somebody's giving you attention. Anyhow, this is my little series on Gladys, Elvis, and Vernon. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please share this on Facebook pages, TikToks, all that stuff. Just share it around and like it and subscribe. And please hit all notifications if you would not mind. And also there's an option to join and help the channel out as a member. And check out the description of the video. There is a link in there to my son's YouTube. He's 8 years old and trying to grow his following. So TCB TLC, hope you enjoy these pictures. I sure did while I was making it.